Welcome, weary wanderers. Welcome to my alcove of heavenly hosts. I hope you like burgers, 'cause Big Belly Burger sent me 200 when I just ordered two. Go figure. Anyhow, I'd like to tell you today of a world where some heroes from Detective Comics have a more angelic appearance and origin. Oh, and if you could smash that subscribe button for me, I left a hammer in the corner. Keeps sprouting spider legs for some reason, so if you could give it a good sound whack, I'd appreciate it. And if there's something in particular you'd like to see here, maybe condiments as puppies or emotions as people, or the like, let me know and I'd be happy to oblige. Now, shall we begin? Caroline was a special kind of angel. You know the saying, love at first sight? Yeah, that was Caroline's job. She'd be sent from town to town, country to country, to wherever she was assigned, to hand out very special roses at just the right time to those that needed them. Sometimes she'd give a rose for two that were just meeting, and other times to a couple that had been together for years. But when someone received a rose from Caroline, they would soon be married. It was a pleasant position, and she enjoyed being able to connect people that were destined to spend their lives together. What broke her heart was that people were being toyed with every day, their hearts tossed around and broken by a force who sought to do that and far worse. There was a dark band of spirits that were the reverse of Carolyn's outfit of angels. Whereas she was to go and unite people with their destined partner, these demons sought to break them through as many wrong matches as possible, to mislead them and deceive them about romantic relationships. But she discouraged the demons wherever she could and chased them off. And other than that, all she could do was keep giving the right rose at the right time, as she was told, while soothing the hearts that were broken as best she could. Jonathan had been given his mission. He arrived on Earth and took up an identity as Jonathan John Johann. Jonathan went from city to city as the Spirit led him, tracking the dark forces wherever they wrought havoc on the planet. Some were demons, others had sided with the enemy in the Great War. Either way, they were bent on destroying the lives of any and all humans that they could. And so was Jonathan's mission, to hunt down the evil and destroy it wherever it hid, as well as to nurse the wounds left by such evil. Jonathan had his work cut out for him, first arriving to find multiple accounts of sudden onset of insanity in a small section of Detroit. The hunter went about his attempts to relieve their mental and emotional duress, praying for healing to come over them, and after time they began to recover. Jonathan did his best to be patient, but he didn't have a lot of time. Whoever had done this had sensed Jonathan's arrival and had fled. He needed a lead to find the aggressor so that Jonathan could eradicate them. He interviewed the most coherent of the victims, and they described having been plagued with nightmares that never ceased, that the dark figure in the visions did horrible things to them constantly. No matter what they did, they couldn't stop him. He was insatiable. He was revulsive. He was malefic. A blur raced through the city, faster than most could see, and going largely unnoticed by the city's inhabitants. And wherever this blur appeared, a life was saved. The first account was from an elderly woman that had woken up unusually disoriented that morning, and had stumbled to her medicine cabinet, taking the wrong combination of medicine that sent her into cardiac arrest. She had been sure these were her last moments, and later the woman reported feeling a hand on her forehead and words she couldn't understand whispering gently in her ear. All at once she was fine, completely healed, and sitting hunched over back on her bed. Other accounts of individuals being rescued from near certain demise had come in from across the city and miles outside its borders. One man and his wife were pulled from their car to safety after it launched off a bridge. A young girl claimed a blur pulled a bullet from the air and gave it to her when her friend was playing with their dad's firearms and it accidentally triggered the firing mechanism. A young woman had made up her mind to end her life, but as she had been moving closer to the ledge of her office building's roof, a swirl of red and gold surrounded her, and she swore seeing an angel enshrouded in blinding light, feeling a touch to her heart. When the blur dissipated, the woman reported being filled with hope and no longer sought to end her life. More accounts came in week after week of people being saved in miraculous and unexplained circumstances. It seems our city has a guardian angel, but are they quick enough to save everyone? Well, I hope you've enjoyed my little tales. I always enjoy telling them. Please stop by again soon. I'd be glad for the company, and I always am. If you have a little more time, I could always tell you about some aliens that are monster girls in another world, or I could show you my attempt at fusing some Pokemon with a Yu-Gi-Oh monster. Either way, enjoy your travels, wanderers, and I hope to see you again soon. But until I do, farewell, and watch out for popping penguin pencils.